I started as a level 1 towards the end of 2023. I'm now in a position where I can buy anything I want in the game. I'm going to be finishing setting up my criminal empire in this video, and this is my final episode of From the Ditch to Filthy Rich. If you'd like to get to this point where I am right now, go back and watch episode 1, follow along with your character. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you've enjoyed this series and you'd like to see more GTA content, smash that subscribe button. My stats have shown that 80% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so do me a favour and smash that subscribe button for more GTA content. Let's jump right into it. So what I did first off here was I went and collected all the Christmas bonuses since it was the festive season. Christmas events were going on in the game, and firstly I jumped into a public lobby and got the Gooch to spawn. Now, I've got a separate video on how to get this, so if you'd like to know how to do that, go check that video out. I'll link it down below. So you can see there, got the Gooch to spawn, killed the Gooch, pick up the Gooch outfit. The next thing I did was I went around and got all 25 snowmen to unlock the snowman outfit. Again, I've got a separate video on that. And then I went and got the Yeti costume by finding and killing the Yeti. Again, I've got a separate video for that. Next I went to the gun van to pick up the up and atomizer. On my main account, this has helped out a lot when you've got vehicles stuck in sticky situations. The next thing I did was I went over to the big H here near the casino. This puts me through a cutscene with, not even a cutscene, I get a contact from Lester to meet him at Mirror Park, which I then go over and meet Lester, and this puts me in a cutscene which leads up to the Diamond Casino heist. But in order to start the Diamond Casino heist, you need to buy an arcade. So open up your phone, go to Maze Bank Foreclosures, and we need to go through that cutscene to unlock arcades on here. Now come up to the top here and filter out to arcades, and you can see there are 4 down here in the city and there are 2 up north. Now the one at Grapeseed, not too bad, it looks like it's a nice cheap location. The one at Paleto Bay, same. The problem is these 2 are really far away from the casino, so then I don't recommend using those ones. This one here is nice and close to the casino, and it's only $1.8 million without any upgrades. Now the one up here is the one I own on my main account, the 8-bit one. If I had a bit more money, I would have gone ahead and got this one on this character as well, but I don't have all that much amount of money. In fact, I want to finish off this episode by fully setting up, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up this one down here at La Mesa. Now the style here, this is only cosmetic, so I didn't bother with any of this. Same with the mural. This is just cosmetic, something I can add later when I've got more money. Along here the floor is exactly the same, completely cosmetic. Didn't worry about that one. Same with the neon art. Again, cosmetic, does nothing. We got here is extras. I want the personal quarters because that means I can spawn here. High score screen, again, it doesn't really do anything to help me out, so I'm not going to do that. It's nearly $450,000, so I'm not going to worry about that. I did pick up the sleeping quarters, and I ummed and ahed about the garage. I don't have all that many cars on this account, but I've got enough money. It's only $215,000 extra, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the garage as well. So that now puts this price at $2.2 million. Had over $10 million when I started this episode here, so that's not an issue at all. Going to get a phone call from Lester, and we need to head off to the arcade now. The same with every other business that I've brought throughout this series. We've got to go through a long, boring, unskippable cutscene the first time we enter this business. Now once the cutscene's over, I had to come over to the computer here, log in to start the setup mission for this business. Now with this particular one, I had to come all the way up to Paleto Bay, only to find that the truck that I needed to collect had been stolen. I had to chase after it almost all the way back to the city. It wasn't going to stop, so I just got a bit further ahead of it, enough that I could jump off my presser here and shoot the driver. Once I got in the truck, I just drove it back to my arcade, and that was part 1 of the setup done. And I had to go through another long boring cutscene with Lester talking about robbing the casino. Again, unskippable, can't do much about it, so just sit back and enjoy it. The next thing I had to do was scope out the casino to finish setting up the arcade. First thing I had to do was take a photo of the entrance and send that to Lester. And then I had to head inside. First I needed to take a photo of a security guard. This guy just here will do. Next I needed to take a photo of a security camera. And finally I needed to find one of these doors with a keypad and take a photo of that one. Next I headed outside and took a photo of the valet. I came around to the north side of the casino here and took a photo of this door here. Came around to the back of the casino and took a photo of the rear door here. Headed up to the roof and got a shot of the door here just near the helipad. And the one on the other side here. Took a few photos of some of the security doors on the roof, this one here, as well as the security camera just above it. This door just here on the roof terrace, as well as the security camera around the back here, and a few doors on the back of the roof here, and this one here. Next I headed down into this tunnel here to get a photo of this service entrance underneath the tunnel. I then headed down into the sewers to get a shot of another possible entrance point down here. This one just here. Take a photo of this one. And after leaving the area, that was the setup complete. And when I came back to my main heist board, I could see here that I've got all of the entrance points to the casino scoped out, ready to start the casino heist. Now I'm not going to go over the casino heist in this video, because this whole series was set up for solo players. The main reason we've got the arcade is not for the casino heist for this series, but if you would like to do the casino heist, I will make a standalone video for that soon, so keep an eye out for that one in the future. The next thing I did was came up to the laptop again in my office, and we're going to look at the gaming machines here. So what I'm going to do is scroll all the way down until I can find the Monkey's Paradise here for $90,000, and I'm going to go ahead and purchase that. The next thing I'm going to do is come out of the upgrades tab here and come down to the master control terminal. I'm going to purchase this for $1.7 million. Now the good thing about the master control terminal is that once I come downstairs here into the basement of the arcade and sit down at the terminal and log in, I'm going to have access to all of the businesses that I own in the game. You can see here I've got the nightclub, the bunker. I can come in here to the nightclub and I can do everything from my nightclub laptop right here on this computer here. I can come into my bunker and do the same thing. I can buy supplies. I can set my staff to research and whatnot. Even the MC businesses, I'm registered as a CEO at the moment, so I can't log into that one. But I can come in here to my vehicle cargo warehouse. I can come into my hangar. I can come in here to my crate warehouse. I can source crates from here. All the businesses I own can be operated from this terminal right here. You can see this is my vehicle cargo warehouse and my hangar. You can see there I can come and source crates from here. Even the MC businesses that I'm not running and operating can even be operated from here. Next I came back upstairs into my arcade, opened up my interaction menu, came down to arcade management, down to arcade machines, and I went and selected the Monkey's Paradise and put that in every single slot. How I'm doing that is pressing R1 on my gamepad and pressing X once I scroll down to Monkey's Paradise. Now the reason I'm putting these in every single slot is that if you have a game machine in every single slot of your arcade, every 48 minutes you're going to get $5,000 going into the wall safe in your arcade completely passively. And it's going to cost upwards of $4 million to fill these with a different games machine slot in every single slot. But you can purchase this Monkey's Paradise, $90,000, and you can put them in every single one. Now the reason I'm putting in these slots here is because this is actually a slot for 6 machines. The game machine that I had there, you can only put 4 in though, so I popped the Monkey's Paradise in. And just keep going until every single slot here is filled. And I'm just going to skip ahead here, and here you can see it doesn't look glamorous at all, does it? It looks rather boring, the same machine in every single slot. But the point is now that my wall safe is going to max out $5,000 every 48 minutes, and all I have to do is come and collect it. It holds a maximum of $100,000, so you've got a little bit of time before you have to collect it. But to do that, I just need to come up here into my office, and here it is right here, as soon as you walk in, right there. There's nothing in it at the moment because I've only just popped all these machines in, but just the same as the wall safe in the nightclub, just walk up and press right on the D-pad when there's money in there to collect. $5,000 every 48 minutes. Easy money. When you've got a lot more money, if you're interested in these kind of machines here, you can come and put them in. I mean, on my main character, I do have all of the machines, but I had somewhere around $60 million in my account before I started to purchase some of these, so it's not something I'm going to worry about with this character right now. The next thing I wanted to do before finishing off this series was fully setting up the nightclub. So I came up to my MC Clubhouse and logged into the laptop up here. First thing I wanted to do was filter out for buy business and then come down here to the labs. And I just want to purchase the cheapest one here. It's not in a bad location, and if you're planning on running them, this is probably the best one you want to be doing sell missions for. I mean, I'm not planning to run these. I'm only buying it so I can get the technician for the nightclub. Next thing I want to do is buy a lockup. So come down here. Again, the cheapest one is probably the best one, although if you are going to run them, it's not bad to have one down in the city, because then you can fill them both up at the same time. Start at one, sell to if you've got one in the city, sell to Blaine County. Then when you're done, you go up to the one that's in Blaine County and sell to the city. But anyway, just go ahead and purchase these. And now I need to go set them both up. So firstly, I came into the lab since it was nice and close to my clubhouse. Just logged into the computer and clicked on setup, and off I went. It's a pretty straightforward mission. I just had to come out here, collect this truck, and then drive it back. Once I got it back to the lab, the setup was completed. Now, as I said before, I have no plans on running these businesses. I'm only buying them for the nightclub warehouse. If you do plan on running it, once you log in, you can see here you've got a supply level. And just like with the bunker, that supply level is going to be converted into stock that you can sell later on. Now, the problem here is that this full supply bar, once it's fully converted into stock, the whole lot it's going to spawn more than one vehicle. And that's why I'm not going to bother running this, because unlike the bunker, one full supply, you only ever get one vehicle. You need about 1/5 of stock level to make sure you only get the one vehicle on this one. If you are going to buy supplies, I recommend getting the equipment and the staff upgrades, but you can see that is going to more than double the cost of the original business. And you 100% need the security upgrade for this as well, because the raids are really annoying with these businesses, and the security upgrade is just going to slow down that raid, not by a lot, but enough that's it's going to be noticeable. So next I headed over to the lockup, and same thing, walked up to the laptop and started up the startup mission. I just had to come out, pick up this car, and then drive it back to my lockup. Same as the lab, that I have no intention of running this business. This one does pay the most, so if you do plan on running any of them, I'd probably recommend running this one. A full lockup will sell for $508,000, I think it is from memory. But you do run the risk, if you have the full lockup, of spawning 3 or 4 vehicles. If you get the bike missions, you're going to get 4 vehicles. If you get either the garbage trucks, the post-op vans, the planes, the buzzards, or the boats, you're going to get 3 vehicles. On a very rare occasion, you'll get the single truck. But yeah, I recommend not running these businesses myself, unless you've got friends to help you with them. The next thing I did was went back to my arcade, sat down at the master control terminal, logged into my nightclub management, and came up here to hire a technician, and I assigned him to South American Imports. That is the one that is directly corresponds to the lockup. I then hired another technician and assigned him to pharmaceutical research. That is what is directly associated with the lab. So now I have the 5 technicians sourcing the 5 best products in my nightclub. That is the cargo shipments, sporting goods, South American Imports, pharmaceutical research, and cash creation. Now, the organic produce is the next best one. That is the weed farm, if you decide to run that one. The printing and copying is the worst one. That is for the document forgery office, which I recommend not buying at all. So now I just need to keep an eye on this stock, and I'm going to sell whenever it gets over $1 million, because Tony's going to take a 10% cut. That maxes out at $100,000. So now my next move was just to follow along with the daily grind that I set out in episode 8, and just continue to make millions of dollars. So now I can go ahead and buy anything else I want in this game just to have fun with. Maybe buy a fun vehicle like the Scramjet. Maybe buy the facility and go try the Doomsday Heist with a few friends. If you followed along with this series with your character, you're at this point as well, you too now have everything you need to make all the money in this game you want. So if you've enjoyed this series, please give a like. If you're new, you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button. Over 80% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed. Do me a favour, smash that subscribe button. And I hope you really enjoyed this series. That is it for From the Ditch to Filthy Rich. We've made it. We're at the top now. We're the king of Los Santos, and I'm going to leave it right there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.